Om El Tehom Korach, Tehom El Tehom Korach. From the deep I call to you, the deep I call to you, the deep I call to you. Tehom El Tehom Korach, Tehom El Tehom Korach, Tehom El Tehom Korach. From the deep I call to you, the deep I call to you, the deep I call to you. Nafshi atarog alai, nafshi atarog alai, for you my soul cries. Sam'a nafshi le'Elohim, sam'a nafshi le'Elohim, my soul she thirsts for you. Kol mishparecha v'galacha alai, mishparecha v'galacha alai, mishparecha v'galacha alai. You are sweeping me away, sweeping me away, sweeping me away. Yeshuot panai velohai, Yeshuot panai velohai, Yeshuot panai velohai. You are forever here with me, forever here with me, forever here with me. Tehom El Tehom Korach, Tehom El Tehom Korach, Tehom El Tehom Korach. From the deep I call to you, the deep I call to you, the deep I call to you. Tehom El Tehom Korach, Tehom El Tehom Korach, Tehom El Tehom Korach. From the deep I call to you, the deep I call to you, the deep I call to you.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and welcome to OneShul. I am Kohenet Ketzirah, and I'm so pleased to be here with you tonight, guiding our way into this Shabbat. I've posted the link to our Siddur in the chat room, and it's just bit.ly/OneShul-Shabbat. Hopefully easy for everyone to download. And Shabbat Shalom, Aravat. I didn't have a chance to welcome you just in the chat room. So we are here at another Shabbat and another coming together at OneShul where the world seems to be coming apart around us. Shabbat Shalom, David. Welcome. Tonight, our focus will be on healing, on wholeness, on taking a rest in the struggle so we can be renewed and raise our voices again later. We'll begin on page 2 of our Siddur with the candle blessings. As always, I will do the prayers in feminine God language, which is what is in your Siddur, but I welcome and invite you to use whatever God language is true and resonant for you. My candle's right over here, which I lit just before we started. Brachat Shechina Eloteinu Ruach Halam Asher Kidshatnu b'mitzvoteha V'tzivatnu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Holy One, your presence fills creation, making us holy through the sacred connective action of lighting the Sabbath lights. And I want to invite you into my practice. Many of you know it, not just waving our hands in front of the lights, but we're going to exhale the week 3 times and inhale Shabbat to try to release from our bodies whatever we are holding of stress, of strain, of pain in the week that is coming to an end. Exhale the week and draw in Shabbat, and out the week and in Shabbat, and out the week and in Shabbat. And I see Ginny in the chat room saying something I think many of us have been thinking. Is it okay to rest? I saw more today as the news out of Dallas unfolded as we awoke, of people from all parts of the country talking about how maybe this time we don't watch the videos, that self-care is also crucial. It's important to be awake and to be honest and see what's happening, but there's also the line between waking yourself up and exposing yourself to it so much that you shut down, where it becomes commonplace, where you become paralyzed. So yes, practice self-care. Take the rest, take Shabbat for what it is for, to dive into the pool of blessings that we feel so removed from so often. to renew and recharge, to then bring that love out into the world and try to infuse it into all of life around us. And I don't pretend to know what it's like to be a person of color. I can't. To look at me, I'm a white woman. Now, if you're Jewish, you know that we weren't white until maybe the late 60s. We got reclassified. I do know that I've been called a kike more times in the last few days than I have in my entire life. I'm grateful for the block button online right now, because that's where the conversation ends. So I don't pretend to know what it's like to be a person of color. Can't. I do know what it's like to be someone who's discriminated against as a woman and as a Jew. I do know what it's like to have whole groups of people who don't think you have a right to exist. And when they find out what you are, then the floodgates of hate open up on you. But I don't walk around with a public sign on my body at all times that identifies me. I can wake up and walk outside and the first thing someone sees isn't that I'm Jewish. It is that I'm a woman, probably. And Ginny, it's okay. A lot of people are experiencing it right now. A lot of people speaking out, and it's just a small taste of what the African American community deals with every single day by walking out their doors. Very few Jews have to give their children the talk. I'm sure you've heard about it. Mothers and fathers having to explain to their sons and their daughters how not to get killed by police. And I'm not anti-police, not for a second. But the data is there, and we all hopefully can see the disparity in our country. And for those who say we're better than this, the sad thing is we are not. We've been on a train towards getting better. We have moments of being better. And right now is the moment where we all have to stand up. We have to correct the people when we say Black Lives Matter. And they say, well, all lives matter. And we go, well, yeah, no kidding. However, there's a whole group of people in this country who aren't treated as though their lives do matter or matter the same. And I'll get back into our healing in just a second. Gotta let it out a little. But just keep in mind that less than a month ago, a young white man from a privileged background was given 6 months for viciously raping a woman. Because 20 minutes of bad decisions shouldn't affect the rest of his life. So, tonight, I'm going to repeat first what Rebecca just said and then segue us through. So Rebecca in the chat room is saying, a really telling analogy is a house on fire. Yep, all houses matter, but the one on fire needs the care in that moment. And the one that has been repeatedly set on fire for a couple hundred years needs more care. So, Everyone's tired, they're drained, all from our own places, our own hearts. It's been a rough couple of weeks in this country. It's been a rough year in this country so far. All right, everyone, shake it off. Not forever, but I promise the healing tonight, so let's go there. Take 3 deep breaths. Get your feet firmly on the floor. It's Shabbat. It is our sacred pause in space and time to refill the well. And we're going to move into our meditation on receiving Shabbat. And let's hear what Kabbalat Shabbat, receiving Shabbat, means to you all tonight. Receiving the Sabbath means receiving a small taste of what the world to come shall be like. A world freed from fear, hatred, and violence. Receiving the Holy One's everlasting grace and love. Coming together with the tribe. Sacred space, sacred place, holy and sacred love. Stepping out of time and into the divine. Diving deep, 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 deep into the pool of blessing, so we may reemerge, overflowing with love, compassion, and bliss. Bringing Tikkun HaNefesh, the healing of the soul. Tikkun HaLev, healing of the heart. And Tikkun Olam, into this world. And we flow as gracefully as we can manage into our Lecha Dodi. And I invite you to continue sharing in the chat room what receiving Shabbat means to you tonight. Invite, take in, consider, regard, see, view, experience, incur, find, partake, touch, encounter, keep, fate, celebrate, accept, meet, welcome the Sabbath bride with openness and peace, reconnecting with our faith. Invite, take in, consider, regard, see, view, experience, incur, find, partake, touch, encounter, keep, faith, celebrate, accept, meet, welcome the Sabbath bride with openness and peace, reconnecting with our faith. Invite, take in, consider, regard, see, view, experience, incur, find, partake, touch, encounter, keep fate, celebrate, accept, meet, welcome a Sabbath bride with openness and peace, reconnecting with our faith. Boikala, Boikala, welcome Sabbath bride with openness and peace, reconnecting with our faith. I want to invite you to rise as you are able. Stand if you are able. Rise up in your body as you are able. Turn as you will and face the door, whether it is the door to where you are or the doorway to each other. Boikala, Boikala, welcome Sabbath bride with openness and peace, reconnecting with our faith. And a little of what receiving Shabbat means to the community tonight. Shabbat tonight is a reminder of what we can be if we only work for it, work towards it. Receiving Shabbat means feeling the love of the Holy One, promise of a bright future, healing of the world and healing of the soul. Renewal, washing away the weak, reconnecting with the Holy One. A reprieve for a moment from the grief I feel for the world. A rest and recharge of spirit. Shabbat tonight is a recharging in a sacred quietness so that we, with the new week, I can work renewed toward what the world could be. And let us say, for all of the things we have shared aloud or in our hearts, let us say, Amen. Where I am tonight, the sun is just beginning to set. I can look out my windows either side, and I can see the light is shifting. And there's something amazing about the wisdom, the body wisdom, the heart wisdom. And even in the Torah, when they talked about where wisdom came from, it was Lev, the heart and the mind connected. The people of wise heart were the wise ones, and the heart and the mind were in deep connection. And there is something so wise about the fact that as night falls, the day ends, and a new day begins as 3 stars rise in the sky. We don't miss it. It's not midnight, a time when most of us are asleep, or we wouldn't know it happened if we weren't watching a clock. We don't have to wait for the sun to rise, which we might miss too, and we sleep in. We can know as night falls, descending on the world, that this day is over. This week is over. So as we watch the night fall wherever we are, for some of us now, for some of us in a few hours, for some of us maybe hours ago, let us dive into the pool of blessing together and sing in the evening and the change of the time. And we're on page 6 of your Siddur if you're following along. Baruch habrecha hamrechet, Brucha habrecha hamrechet leolam va'ed, Brucha habrecha hamrechet leolam va'ed. Give blessing to the pool of blessing, blessing to the pool of blessing in all the worlds throughout eternity, blessing to the pool of blessings in all the worlds throughout eternity. Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim. You open up the gates of time, Ma'ariva Aravim. You flow each moment so sublime, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim. You cycle forth the seasons, Ma'ariva Aravim. You give life reason, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim. You roll the dark and spill the light, Ma'ariva Aravim. You shine the day and soft the night, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim, Ma'ariva Aravim. A world, love, you have woven for your people Yisrael, through the sacred threads of Torah and mitzvot. When we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your patterns, and we will play with the warp and weft of your Torah and mitzvot forever. They clothe our lives and our days, and we will wrap ourselves in them as days and nights go by. Do not take away your love from us. Blessed are you, Yah, Shekhinah, Oreget, whose love is woven into your people, Yisrael. As we move from the world love to our Shema, our practice here at OneShul, my practice here at OneShul, feels so important tonight for me. I hope for you. I hope important for you each week when we do this. When we share with each other what the name of Holy One, we will say, intone our Shematu tonight. We acknowledge the depth and diversity of our traditions. We acknowledge that the Holy One appears to each of us in unique ways, and that this adds to the strength of our warp and our weft, the holy cloth that is the Holy One that wraps around us is strengthened by our ability to pray to different facets of the Holy One in Jewish tradition, and to acknowledge that each is a face of the divine, just as each of us is a face of the divine. So I invite you, as I always do, to share in the chat room what is the name of the Holy One that you will chant your Shema to tonight. And if you feel called to, up for it, open to, a word or two about what that name of the Holy One means to you. And I have mostly used Simsamai, she who makes space. But tonight I'm going to change to a name that I used for a very long time as my primary God name, and often turn back to, and feels like the right name for me tonight, which is Ayeh Asher Ayeh. I am becoming what I am becoming. And as names are shared in the chat room by those who are feeling called to it tonight, and it's okay if you're not, share it in your heart. We'll say the ancient invocation on page 9, L'Shem Yehud Kol Panei Elohut, for the sake of the unification of all the faces of the Holy One. And let's gently feel our way into the Shema and then chant it. Shh. Play with those mother letters. Shh. Ah. Shh. Shh. Shema את שכינה אלוקייך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווה אותך היום על לבבך ושיננתים לפנייך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושפך קומך שרתים להיות על ידך היו לטוטפות בעינייך וכתבתים על מזוזות ביתך וישרך. Take a moment, if you haven't, take a moment to bring those words into your body. Write them on the doorposts of your house and on the gates of your body. That is why we pray. It is why we say these words. It's not just to have something pretty to say, something to make us feel a little better. It's to bring it into our bodies, to align our words, our way, our steps, our life with the way, the will, the path of the Holy One. So take it into your body, let it come into you and give you whatever gifts you need tonight to find a sense of wholeness on this Shabbat. I move to page 12 with my still favorite Micha Mocha by my sister Kohenet Rachel Rose Reed, also known as Ruach El. In the light or the darkness, if I fly or if I fall, it's Chaim El Shaddai at all. In the light or the darkness, if I fly or if I fall, it's Chaim El Shaddai. I am not alone at all. In the light or the darkness, if I fly or if I fall, it's Chaim El Shaddai. I am not alone at all. In the light or the darkness, if you fly or if you fall, it's Chaim El Shaddai. You are not alone at all. In the light or the darkness, if you fly or if you fall, it's Chaim El Shaddai. You are not alone at all. In the light or the darkness, if we fly or if we fall, it's Chaim El Shaddai. We are not alone at all. In the light or the darkness, if we fly or if we fall, it's Chaim El Shaddai. We are not alone at all. One last time, sing it to yourself so you believe it. In the light or the darkness, if I fly or if I fall, it's Chaim El Shaddai. I am not alone at all. You are not alone at all. We are not alone at all. Page 18. Blessed are you, Shekhinah, our deity, and deity of our mothers and our fathers, divine one of Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel v'Bilhah, and Leah v'Zilpah, of Abraham, of Isaac, and Yaakov, great Holy One, strong, revered, exalted, pouring out your abundant kindness on the earth, nesting in everything and remembering the web of kindness that we and our ancestors have woven, so that you weave our children into it as well, for the sake of your name, your presence, your people dwelling among us in love. O holiness revered of our ancestors, delight in our rest. Make us holy through engaging with mitzvot, and may your teachings be the earth we cultivate. Satisfy us with your abundance and make us glad in the ever-unfolding spiral of life's journey. Clarify our hearts that we may serve the world through truth, and allow us to inherit the love that is Shabbat. May all all who wrestle with the divine and with the holy, come to find rest on this day. Blessed is the holy that sanctifies Shabbat. Be glad, Shekhinah, in the generations of our tribe and their prayers, and return your rituals to your holy shrine, the earth. Accept the offerings of the people and their prayers in love, and may our ceremonies always rise to join with your desires. May peace, abundance, blessing, grace, compassion come to us and all Israel and all the world. Bless us, Mother Source of Being, as one in the light of your presence. For in the light of your many faces, you have given us a path of life, loving kindness, and justice, and blessing, and mercy, and life, and peace. May our eyes be your eyes, shining and blessing your people everywhere with peace. Blessed are you, Yah Shekhinah, who blesses her people Israel and all those who dwell on earth with the possibility of peace. Page 21. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'yakol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Osa shalom bimromecha, hitase shalom aleinu. Osa shalom bimromecha, hitase shalom aleinu. May she who makes peace shine peace upon all of us. May she who makes peace shine peace upon all of us. We flow from that space, that place of praising the ancestors, holy powers, holiness, understanding, repentance and forgiveness, redemption and healing, abundance, rebuilding the temple within, restoration of the temple service, the holy sacred rituals of the earth, and gratitude. And from that prayer, that amazing prayer of the potential for peace, into our Misha Berach tonight, our prayers for healing of body, mind, and spirit. We'll take a few moments to reflect on those in our lives in need of healing, whether it is yourself, someone you know and love, a stranger you just heard about. We'll add, for those who are called, their names into the chat room so we may all pray for their healing of body, mind, and spirit. So take a moment to call them to mind. lightly begin our Misha Barak tonight with our country. That in no way diminishes the need to enter and share the names of the personal people in our lives in need of healing. It's a good place to start. Please feel free to share the names of your loved ones in need of healing in the chat room. All of those in need of healing. Eloheinu, Holy One, let us know healing. Let us be nurtured in body and spirit, and weave us into the wings of your Shekhinah. Let our prayers resonate on the wings, the strings of the web of life, and to know that we are ready to receive healing. Oreget, Shekhinah, Yah, Weaver, Presence, breathing life of the world. Let all those we named aloud or in our hearts, and all those with no one to pray for them, and all of those harmed directly and indirectly by violence, no healing of body, mind, and spirit swiftly and soon. And let us say, Amen. And from our prayer for healing, we move now into our Aleinu, and then into our Mourner's Kaddish. Aleinu is a prayer of return, as I've been taught, a prayer of the circle, a prayer of completion. And I usually, no, we're going to sing it, it's okay. Our Aleinu tonight, as it is many nights, is the blending of the words of a, I believe, 13th century Sufi Muslim poet, holy man, mystic, and a very 21st century mystical Jewish Kohenet priestess. Out beyond right and wrong, there's a field. I will meet you there. Out beyond right and wrong, there's a field. I will meet you there. Out beyond right and wrong. Out beyond right and wrong, there's a field. I will meet you there. Out beyond right and wrong, there's a field. I will meet you there. Out beyond right and wrong. Out beyond right and wrong, There's a field. Can you see it? I'll meet you there, out beyond right and wrong.
ברכתה ושירתה מכל ברכתה ושירתה מכל ברכתה ושירתה.
It's not you who's saying Kaddish, mourner's Kaddish, when you say Kaddish, or Kaddish Yatom. You are embodying the voice of the lost one. You have become a vehicle of the voice of the lost one if he or she could describe where they are now. It says, La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, the last phrase there. Beyond all blessing and song. And yet, we're making blessing and song. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Me'amaya. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Me'amaya. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Me'amaya. Yehi Shma Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Me'amaya. Yehi Shma Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Me'amaya. Yehi Shma Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Me'amaya. Yitbarach Shimcha, Yitbarach Shimcha, Yitbarach Shimcha, Yitbarach Shimcha. Yitbarach Shimcha, Yitbarach Shimcha, Yitbarach Shimcha, Yitbarach
יתברך, שמך 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 יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ועולמי עמיה. 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 יהי שמי רבה
It's not you.
May she bless you. May she keep you as she shines her face. May you embody grace as she brings release. May you give birth to peace. May she bless you, and may she keep you as she shines her face. May you embody grace as she brings release. May you give birth to peace. May she bless you. May she keep you as she shines her face. May you embody grace, and as she brings release, may you give birth to peace. May the source of peace bring peace to all who mourn. May all who mourn find comfort. And let us say, Amen. No announcements tonight. Going to turn it back over to Taya Ma to sing us out. We began with her singing us in with El Tehom. Thank you so much to Reb Drew for being able to use his amazing music, his incredible Kaddish. And we'll let Taya Ma sing us out. With her singing Out Beyond Right and Wrong. Shabbat Shalom. May you find some peace, some rest, some renewal this Shabbat. And may we see each other again very soon. Good Shabbos.